Okay. Okay, going live. All right, we're live. It's 10:32, Tuesday, June 9th, 2026. Right? Okay, see that there? Great. All right, so let me zoom in on this so I can get so you can see better pictures of this for a month. Oh, wait. No. Oh, come on. Fiddly little thing. Okay. There we go. All right, well, here, let's just bump this up. Close enough. That's good. All right, so got that there, that's on. They're both on. Okay, so this is a General Electric. Wait. Okay, hopefully my head's not in the way. All right. This is a General Electric 3-6035B, which is this one here, the digital. Okay. And then this is a 3-6000B, which is analog. See how the radio goes all the way across? So I had both of these. Of course, that's me there. All right. It's the only picture I have of the both of them, but there's that. So let me get the keyboard and just scan through the pictures that are in this folder. Oh. Okay, there's my bicycle, an M70, an M50, and an M90. All right, and again, and let's see, I have that. These two silver models I still have to repair. I have that one, I have that one, I have all these. Okay, this was sold. Okay, that's a 975. Wow. There we are. There's the analog model again. There is the analog and a Sanyo 7830, and that's a 5180 and a 5700, and then we're back to that, and back to that, back to that. Okay, so we go back to this. That's good. All right, so, and then here are the pictures that I took starting on the 7th of this month here. I finally got this out, and so I already had it apart, but anyway, here's the front of it. Okay, so the front of it looks like that. All right, so looks like that. Of course, anyway, so here's the inside, the back. All right, and see the door catch goes inside here. All right. And then it's got a 6-inch woofer and about a 2-inch tweeter. All right. And then this is the rating for the tweeter. It's a 4 ohm, maximum 6 watts, and there's a capacitor in line with that, so to make it a 2-way. This is a 3.0 ohm, max 8 watts. Okay, and then here I'm holding the door closed just to show you that, anyway. Here's a full picture of the back, alright. And this is it's a performance speaker system. Takes 2 batteries for the digital memory, 6D batteries, and then all that right there. It's 49 watts input, not output. Okay. And then this is just the battery compartment. And here's a picture of the inside of the unit, full, almost, or well. And then here's a picture of the tape deck, alright. And this has an idler tire, which I replaced. That was very thin on there, I thought, so I replaced it. And this is just a picture of the amplifier area. It's got a massive amp on there. It's just an angled view of that, alright. And then this is just a flash picture. Another picture of the cassette deck once again, and then here is now that I've removed the cassette deck, if you notice there's no flat belt on the flywheel there, nothing whatsoever. Another picture of this just to have a picture of it. Okay. Then here's a picture of, where the head unplugs from there, right? And then another picture of, I don't know what, but there it is. And then here's a picture. I'm pointing to the recording bar switch, which I cleaned. This is a recording bar switch. Anyway, so that's it. Okay. Right. So, and then here we have this view. Now this you only take out this one screw to help remove the motor and things so you can get the flywheel off so you can get the belt on, right? Just that one screw right there. But it may be very tight and you need to use a number 1 screwdriver. JIS, Japanese Industrial Standard Screwdriver, right? Here's a bottom view. Not necessary, but it's nice to know that you can see it. And then here, okay, how does this work? Okay, you need to remove this center, you need to loosen this screw, don't take it off. Remove this screw and take the screw completely out. Make sure that when you do take it out, you make a note of this little tab right here. Make sure that tab is there, not in the hole. Otherwise your door won't, anyway. How do I know? Okay, there's top view of this, and the heads on this are almost new. All right. And another view of the, okay, this is hard to explain, but this square belt here has to go on last. So you have to put the flat belt on first, which rides on the motor right there. And that has the little ridge there to keep it on the center. And then you have to put on the square belt last, all right? Then here I'm showing, see I took out the one screw right up there, and I'm showing this is the old idler tires, very tiny, okay? And here I've got the idler tire out, and then again another picture of the idler tire out, and then, okay, the hook and what I'm pointing to is the idler tire. This original, this is the one I think I put in right there, just a fraction larger. Okay, so here it is with the idler tire in. Okay. And what is this? This is just a picture of something. Oh, the spring. Just in case you needed to know where it hooks onto, there it is. That's and you see how the screw is just loose. It's not removed. Anyway. Okay, and then this is how you remove the, okay, this is the underside, so this, no flat belt, this is still the original stuff, okay? And so now, here's what it looks like with it removed. There's the motor, here's the flywheel. It takes 2 belts, the one belt's driven on, this small flywheel is, or the small wheel is driven by the belt under there, and then this belt is driven directly from the motor. All right, and then also the flywheel is driven directly by the motor. Okay, and so here that's a picture of the belts, so I can then, here's the old belt that I measured. This is the primary belt. It's old, so it's about 72 millimeters or so. And then this is the flywheel belt, and it's about 64 millimeters. So I put in something slightly smaller for both. All right. So and then here is the flat belt that luckily was still inside the machine, which makes easier idea of how to understand how long a belt you need to put in. So it was almost 19 centimeters, which would mean you need to put in about a 9.5 or even a 9.0 centimeter belt, which is what I did. Okay, so here's the belt I put in, a flat belt. I put in one that was just right at that, so it would be snug and all that. So here it is with the belt in place. Okay, there's the belt, and then another picture of, well, here's a picture of the motor. For those of you, it was a CCW 9-volt motor and a 12-volt unit. Okay, go figure. And then what? Here's just another view of the belt and everything in there. Okay. And then this is a picture of the amplifier, which I looked up. It's a HA 1392. Okay. And then here I looked up the, let's see here. It's 4.3 watts per channel at 12 volts. Okay. And then here, this is a bad picture. This is a better picture. Okay. So here I set the time with my while and flutter meter, and I got it, you know, pretty close. Okay. And then here I put new batteries in it, so anyway. Here's just a view of I started cleaning the speakers. Yes, I cleaned it with a paintbrush, soft bristle to clean the cones and get the dust out without hurting anything, and then the cloth to clean the wet cloth to clean the cones and such. So here it is, and that's the beauty. So that was it. Okay, so I didn't take any more pictures. So I'll go back to that. Yeah. So. All right. So now let's play it. All right. I don't know how much time it took, but let me zoom this thing out. All right. Zoom this out. Zoom, zoom, zoom. The other way. There you go. Zoom that out. Put it down here. That's good. And then zoom this one out. Okay. Whoops. I did it again. Reverse the camera. Why does it do that? No. Yeah. There we go. Okay. So. There we go. So now there it is like that. Okay. And then this is a. What is this? This is a 60. A 3-6025. There we go. 3-6025B. This is a 3-6035B. So this is a 25, that's a 35. It's the only difference between the two. Alright. Now, this has got batteries in it, but I will plug it in. I'll get a power cord and plug it in, plug it in. Alright, so here, let's plug it in. Let's get the flash out of the way. Okay. Plug it in. Let's see here. I didn't show pictures of that, did I? Okay. You have a headphone jack here, 12 volt DC barrel plug input, or a regular rectangular thing. It takes full-size headphones. It has your RCA jacks in the back for your line in. Should you do something like that, I'm not going to use that because. And then mine, mine doesn't have the knobs to it. So these are the knobs I found to make it work, or to be able to tune the thing. But anyway, let's plug it in. All right, so since I got it all up here, my cord is short. All right, so there we go. Okay, so now, and then we hit the radio. I've set a few channels on here, so you see that? Yeah, so it's
Your DFW traffic.
This report is sponsored by Whole Foods Market. Get premium protein at Whole Foods Market. Save 20% on sustainable wild-caught fresh halibut fillets this time through June 9th. Garnish with fresh herbs and a vibrant mango salsa for summer.
Anyway, I'm not
All supplies last. Shop in-store or online. Terms apply.
Need some room this summer? I get it, and I've got what you need at FreemanToyota.com. Hello, this is Dane Miner, General Manager of Freeman Toyota, and you've got a ton of room in the new 2026 4Runner, and we've got it for just $392 a month. Or spread out the new 2026 Grand Highlander for only $395 a month. That's two of our roomiest SUVs for less than $400 a month. Find us at 183 and 820, call 1-800-NEW-CARS, or shop online at FreemanToyota.com.
Call 866-227.
There we go. Hit play. And just for giggles, this one's running on batteries. All right, let me kick out the tape that's in here, which I can't play in real life. Let's see here. I'll throw this in briefly and hit play and put it on tape. Oh, turn the volume up. So that works. Get my tape out of here again, put it back into this machine. Alright, so like that, this, hit play. Of course, if you want to use music search, it's got music search right there. It goes right back to the beginning. Of course, you can do the fast forward. It's the same trick, except just skip by that song there and go to the next song, whatever it may be. So, maybe not. There we go. Again, if you take this out and throw it in here and let you hear the piano. Whoops. Come on now. Get in there we go. Now this got better bass to it, so hit play. Anyway, with copyrighted music, like I was playing some Radio Gaga, I'll give you a few seconds of that if I have it queued up right. Just a few seconds. I can't play that too long, and then this here is some Enigma, which I also maybe have queued up right, I'm not sure. Let's see here. That's not a very good tape, I guess. But anyway, I just wanted to show you that's how I repaired this one here. It works fine. Oh, it runs on batteries too, right? So if you unplug the cord, right? Unplug the cord, let's take the eject, throw that back in and hit play. Anyway, works. Radio works, AM and FM. It's got a digital timer. You can program it to wake up to the radio or wake up to an alarm. I don't know what the alarm sounds like. I haven't tried that yet. And the same thing with this one here. They both have. This clock is correct. I haven't set the clock yet on that one. But anyway, that's all I know. Just thought I'd show you these two together because I have these two together, and this one is a very nice, clean sounding. So is this one. Two different tape deck mechanisms, but that's all I know. So hopefully you enjoyed. I gotta go. Oh my, let's see here. Yep. Okay, so next time I'll play it outside, but I just wanted to show you how I repaired it and so on and so forth. So anyway, just hopefully, now I had some issues with this cell phone thing about the sound, and I don't know. Okay, well, mic is turned off. Oh great. Oh, this microphone's turned off. The microphone's been turned off all this time. Oh good grief. Alright. Oh, yeah. Okay, finishing. Oh, damn, no sound. Damn, I gotta go through that again. I gotta go through that again. This didn't have any sound in it. Alright, well, okay, well, we'll just turn this off. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy. That's why I make a backup copy of all this. Alright. Good day. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.